Thank you, Justin, for coming.
You're welcome.
Getting here. The two Jasons aren't gonna make it. Of course, Jason Engelhouse got a big funeral. And here Jason Pence spaced it and scheduled a meeting this morning at 7:30. So us three are in.
Okay.
So, since you two guys are the new guys, you want me to run the meeting
Yes, please.
this morning?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I second that.
I don't want to monopolize, but I'll go ahead and do that. Are we recording, Tom?
We are live.
Yep.
Okay. So this February 9th, 2026 Bartholomew County Drainage Board meeting will come to order, and be it noted that the two Jasons are absent this morning. And first item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes of February 9th.
I make a motion that we approve those.
Second.
I've got a motion from Justin Burbank and second from Trevor Glick to approve those minutes. All in favor of them approval of that approval signify by saying aye. Those opposed, motion carried. Next item is the 2026 spring spraying proposals.
Got two proposals.
Okay. Wherever you get that one. I haven't got a pocket. Hey, he's got his knife. Now you can't go in the courthouse with that. They'll make you leave it at the door. Okay,
The bottom number is the one you're after, Carl.
okay. The first one here I got is from RTD
RTO.
or RTO, thank you. And they are a local company here. And the bottom line is $24,837.12. And this one here is from Right of Way Management out of St. Joe, Indiana. And their bottom number is $25,191.94.
Wow, that's pretty close. That was kind of close, wasn't it?
So it's pretty close, but it appears that RTO is the low bidder. And they have done work in the past. Both, in fact, I think both outfits have, haven't they, Tom?
And yes.
So, board, what's your wishes?
Being new, I assume there's, level of quality of work and same with both companies. I make a motion to approve the RTO bid.
Second.
I've got a motion from Trevor and a second from Justin to award the bid to RTO. And again, that bid was $24,837.12. All in favor of that motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carried. Okay, Tom, next item, Driftwood Drain.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you for bidding
Appreciate
and congratulations.
Thanks.
Okay, on the Driftwood Drain, back in 2024, the board awarded a open ditch cleaning job to Walls Excavating with the intent of doing that last season. Conditions weren't good Driftwood River was out several times last season. So we postponed that till this current season. And as to date, he has not done that work. I've tried to contact him several times with no response. So I sent him a letter last week asking him to respond by the end of this week if he intends to do that work or not. And I have a feeling he does not intend, but till I hear back from him or not from him with a letter, I guess I'm looking for some board's direction to rebid that to do this coming fall, unfortunately.
And I assume he's received nothing. He just bid. He didn't receive any payment or anything.
No,
'cause
no
nothing's been
payment. He
done.
did not move, never did move in, never did receive any money.
I would say if he's not responding, we should go ahead and make a motion to seek someone else to do the work.
And that's where I suggested Tom send him a letter, last week, just kind of that final notice.
I'm assuming we could go ahead and let him, I mean, if we make that motion today and then we happen to get a response, we could,
Why don't you, say give him till, what's the end of the week? About the
That's
15th?
the date I gave him, the 15th.
Oh, did ya?
well, then let's just make the motion according to that. So then do you need to put it out for bids? Is that how we make the motion?
Yep.
So do you want me to go ahead and make it?
Yeah.
So I just make a motion that we give Wells till the 15th and then
Walls.
Walls. Jerry Walls, right? Is it Jerry Walls?
Clinton, actually.
Okay. Till the 15th, and if we hear no response, then go ahead and let Tom put that out to receive other bids and get the work done this fall. I don't know if that's appropriate, but.
Second.
I've got a motion from Justin and a second from Trevor to give Walls Excavating until the 15th of March to respond. And if they don't respond by then, Tom's directed to seek new proposals. All in favor of that motion signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed. Motion carried. Okay. Tom, next item is the order of priority discussion.
Okay, we normally do this, on an as-needed basis. The, drain at the top of the list, the Chicken Creek, we had our hearing on it. So, normally after we take care of one drain, we move on to the next drain, whichever drain the board likes us to do as far as preparation for plans or public hearing or whatever's needed. So we have, these other 5 drains still on our list. The Anna Collins Horse Creek is the only open ditch on that list. The other 4 are tiles. So the Horse Creek would likely be a maintenance, and the other 4 tile jobs would be reconstructions. So I've got some numbers here. The Horse Creek is kind of similar to Chicken Creek. It's only a small distance of open ditch that's regulated before the remainder upstream is just private ditch, so.
It's even a shorter.
Shorter. Chicken Creek was like 4,000 feet. Horse Creek is only 2,000 feet. And the Pences have been maintaining that. So, there's been no issues with that drain as far as needs. The Cook and Layman, we had a public hearing back in 2013. That was a reconstruction and the board decided not to proceed at that time. And the estimated cost at that time was $410,000. So that'll certainly be higher with the new estimate. Currently, we do not have that money in the general drain fund. The Tillman Phase 3.
What's the length of the Cook and Layman?
Several miles. It's
7 miles?
We have several.
Several
We were gonna, currently on the Cook and Layman, the tile empties out into a slough. We were proposing to pick that tile up there and take it to Flat Rock River, which is another 10,000 feet. So that was gonna add considerable amount of cost. And so, that was a big project. The Tillman Phase 3, we just finished Phase 2, so I don't know that, Phase 3 would be appropriate at this point in time. The,
DCL at phase 2. We did the phase 1 probably, when's that been? 8 years ago or so, Carl? 6 or 8?
Ain't been that long.
Haven't been very long. I estimate the Phase 2, not sure exactly what we would put in there, but probably in the $50,000.
$1,000 range. And then the William Brockman, we just did that 2 years ago. So the phase 2 would probably be
Around 100,000. So of all the 4 reconstructions, with the current state of, the general drain,
fund, probably phase 2 of DCL would be the only one that we could really afford at this point in time until we get some more revenue in.
so be glad to talk more about any of these, but, our choices are limited.
So this, I don't know anything, this Crook and Layman,
Crooked Layman,
is it Layman or Raymond?
Layman.
Layman. Is it somewhat working, not working at all? It's a mess,
It's a small 8-inch tile that it works, but it's just, it was put in 100 years ago and it's not sufficient for today's farming practices. There's a lot of ground that has to wait. If we get a big rain like we had the other week, those that slough may be full of water for 2-3 weeks.
so where does this, what it jumps into driftwood?
Well, it dumps into a slough that has to meander its way for 10,000 feet before it gets to Flat Rock River.
Flat Rock, okay.
So,
So where's it at? Just out,
Flat Rock Township.
That phase 3 of Bob Tillman, how many feet is that one? That's a pretty, you said it 18-inch tile.
Currently 18,
It-
probably, at least probably 3/4 of a mile.
How much?
3/4 of a mile, probably.
3/4 of a mile. That was gonna be expensive too.
Yes.
Okay.
That was 2013 was the Cook and
Cook and Layman,
Layman estimate.
410,000. So it's probably, 3/4 of a million now.
And we, just to let Justin and Trevor know, that's the, really the only drainage area that, the people in that area hired an attorney to fight us the last time.
this Crook and Layman?
Yes.
So if they wanna fight us, why are we,
Yeah.
maybe it's time to abandon something like that.
Well, I know, but,
How do we go about that?
well, we'll have to have Jim show, I think, when, and maybe today, maybe we just wait till our next meeting when the whole board's here and talk about it. I'm a little bit like Tom. I think right now that DCL, it would probably be should probably be the one to be moved up to the top. But, I'd be agreeable to wait another month, and, have the 2 Jasons here as well. But from a practicality and a financial standpoint, you're kind of saying that, the DC Elliott's really the only, probably the most logical.
So are you saying you wanna just wait till everyone's here, or do you wanna, if that one's,
It's up to you guys, whatever you thinking, your mind.
I would like to look, I mean, I guess, I don't know, maybe I'm saying way too much for being on this board such a short period of time, but I would think we ought to discuss this other one. If people are really fighting us and it's an impractical drain, maybe it's time to wash our hands of it.
That's possible. There's a lot of things you have to prove that.
And then
But
maybe
needed
that would
to-
get them to the point that they might decide, hey, we want this maintained.
Right, yeah. So there's a lot of things you have to prove that it's not needed anymore before you can vacate it. But I think that further discussion is probably wise on that, especially on something that size.
Sometimes time and ownership changes,
Mhm.
and you get 3 or 4 years back to back that are wet.
Yeah.
Makes a difference, so.
Yeah, sure
We had a
does.
spring like we did last year. People are gonna be more on board with it.
I'm fine to make a motion to go ahead and proceed with this. DC Elliott?
Move that to the top of the priority list and
Hear more details on it next meeting and, or I guess, is there anything else to?
Now it's just a matter of which one we start putting plans together for.
Okay.
If we're gonna do DCL, we'd wanna get our plans together and get it out for bid to do for this fall, so.
Okay.
Sooner we
You
can start it, the
want,
better.
I'll just make a motion to that effect.
Second,
Got a motion from Justin Burbank and a second from Trevor to move the DC Elliott Phase 2 to the top of the priority list. All in favor of that motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carried. Okay. Next item, Clifford Line B extension.
Have a little information in your packets on the Clifford Line B extension. This line was installed back in 2021. It was a more or less a commissioner's project. There was an agreement, dates back to, I think, 2002, when the commissioners were buying right of way up on 600 North. And in lieu of paying Nate Scheit for some right of way, they reached an agreement that the commissioners would install some drainage when appropriate. So the intent was to hook the drainage into line B of Clifford. However, at that time, Clifford Line B was not up to par enough to accept any water. So we reconstructed R&B back in 2015 as a drainage board project. So that allowed this extension to be connected. So had some issues getting some okays through the town of Clifford. And we ended up having to do it as a drainage board project. But it is in and it's functioning well. When we had the tile put in, we did not have a maintenance assessment put on it at the time because the intent would be to use the Clifford Maintenance Fund to maintain this extension. So what we need to do to make that happen is just have a public hearing and make this extension part of the Clifford drain. So it's all able to use the Clifford maintenance money. We have not had to do any maintenance on it, so I don't anticipate having to anytime soon. But in the future, we may need some money to maintain this extension, so.
And those properties in that area are already within
Yes.
they're already having a maintenance
Yes.
assessment on them.
Yes.
Okay.
So we would not be collecting any additional money. It's just a matter of notifying everyone in the watershed of a hearing and having a hearing.
So we have to
Make it
advertise,
formal.
we gotta advertise though, don't we?
Advertise it, yeah. So I've sent out notices to everyone in the Clifford drain watershed.
Okay.
So So we could set this meeting date whenever you guys wanna hold it. I can do it this summer or this fall or next winter or whenever you wanna do it. So there's no big timetable.
Do you hold these meetings separate than our monthly board meetings? Or-
We usually try to do them if it's not a huge crowd expected, we do them on the normal meeting
Okay.
dates.
And we're fine to do that at the 8:30 time in
yeah.
the morning.
Yep.
And by the way, I mean, 8:45 is about as good as I can do,
Okay, well, today was.
just so you know.
Today was a test run. Yep.
So,
All right.
and it's fine if I'm 15 minutes late. Doesn't bother me if you start without me, but that's about as good as I can do.
What it is.
Till summer, then we can have it 7:30 if you want.
Couple more months.
So. Well, it doesn't sound like it's an urgent matter, but should we just proceed on taking care of it or?
You guys give me some direction and we'll we'll get things started and then you guys can let us know a hearing date later.
Probably though couldn't have it ready by April, could you?
We gotta have like 30 days notice, so.
I'd say we ought to just either wait till, maybe
July,
August or,
July or August, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
August, we're even gonna meet, I mean, there's a couple months in there, where, you know, not even worth meeting, so.
I'll make that motion for, the board, to direct, Tom to, put the paperwork together to have this public hearing concerning this Clifford Line B assessments.
Second.
Got a motion by myself, second from Trevor to go ahead and, direct Tom to, put together these, assessments for this, Clifford Line B extension. All in favor of that motion signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed? Motion carried. Next and last item is update on maintenance work. Tom, go ahead.
Sure, last month the board approved, having Wells Excavating, destroy the abandoned tile
On Tillman Drain, we did get that taken care of, so that was done a couple weeks ago. So that's
He got that taken care of within a day, wasn't it?
a couple days, yeah, he
Couple
did
days,
it,
yeah.
he did it in one day, so it worked out real well.
To have it done before the big.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Jerry's ready to move in on the clearance hall as soon as the water level and Sand Creek drops, so it may be a few days yet, but, that's next on our to-do list, so. That's all I've got, Carl.
Okay.
So Wells shows up, does a day job, but he won't get back to you on any.
It's wells and walls.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's what was confusing me because I had no,
Thought it was even for about you.
Okay, anything else to come before this board today? Okay, I just move that, we go ahead and we'll adjourn. Thank you, Drainage Board members for coming this morning and we'll see what next, month of April brings.